Before beginning this presentation, if you are new to international trade and have not seen UMi Makes It Easy to begin trading internationally, we recommend that you first. I would like to set expectations here. First of all, this presentation is focused on B2B opportunities. Some of the points we make here can apply to B2C potential, but the overall approach to B2C and the tax considerations can be significantly different. Okay, which B2B markets to aim for and how to open them up to your products and services? Well, there are many resources available to you, many of which are free of charge. However, to set expectations, you will have to commit time and effort to determine which markets to target. Also, there is no magic wand for generating international sales. Opening up new markets takes time. Let's take things step by step. You can set out your export plan in phases. This presentation will walk you through these phases and show you then how to target specific clients and partners. As you can see here, the key steps in choosing your market are website analysis. This is covered in the video. UMi makes it easy to begin trading internationally. I won't go into any more details here. It is mentioned simply as a reminder that traffic to your website is a key indicator. In the next few slides, we will look at how you can determine which countries should be of most interest to you. I will be making reference to a number of online resources. These links will all be provided in a document available for download, so there's no need to take notes. The first step is to carry out some desk research. A day or so's research is enough to give you an initial picture which markets offer the greatest potential for your goods and services. Here you can see a number of resources open to you. We don't have the time to go through each and every one of these in this video, however. Let's look at two in particular, starting with the ITC's Trade Map. This service is offered by the International Trade Center, which is a joint venture between the World Trade Organization and the United Nations. The services that we will show you here are based on the trade data provided by all the national governmental trade organizations. For example, in the UK, it is HMRC. The Trade Map service allows you to search by either the country importing or exporting. You then choose the goods or services that interest you, and the results will show you the relevant trade results. Furthermore, some countries' authorities also provide you with the names of the companies exporting or importing, as the case may be. This gives you a picture of the current trade flows and potential buyers and competitors. Using this tool should show which countries are interested in your products or services. Also, you can see which other countries are exporting your products or services to any country of interest, allowing you to see where foreign competition is based. This analysis shows current trade flows, but doesn't show you which markets offer you the most potential. The next tool uses ITC data together with their own algorithms to suggest where there is the potential for increasing trade. This is ITC's Export Potential Map. By entering the details of your product categories, this tool will generate an analysis of which countries could offer market potential for your goods. So, between these two tools, you can begin to draft a short list of countries where you could focus your export marketing effort. The next step is to refine this list. The next port of call is to check out if there are any support organizations which can provide you with introductions in the UK and abroad. Here you can see an extensive list of UK organizations which support British exporters. You should now filter your short list by removing countries which do not fit your required profile. For example, the market is very small, as can be the case for a number of island states. Do any blacklists or embargoes apply? Currently, Russia, Belarus, Afghanistan, Iran, and North Korea can be removed. You can check for further information on the UK government's sanctions list. Are there high tariff or non-tariff barriers to importing UK goods or services? You can check these details on ITC's Market Access Map. Are you uncomfortable dealing with any particular languages? Although Google Translate and DeepL can help you with translations, you may feel that they do not provide you with enough support to deal with, for example, the Chinese or Arabian markets. Is distance a problem? This can be because long distance may mean high shipping costs, or the time difference is simply too problematic for you to deal with. Finally, Does the competitive analysis that you have carried out indicate that some markets may be too difficult to enter? The old problem of trying to sell coal to Newcastle. The analysis that you carried out using ITC's trade map should have helped you with this, but where to find the relevant country information? Easy, see the next slide. We provide country profiles for all 250 countries and territories with an ISO code. If a territory does not have an ISO code, or it is not inhabited, you will not find it here, but then these would not of business interest to you. For 232 countries, we provide 4 profiles that should be of interest to you: a general profile, where it is size of population, languages, news resources, and so on; an economic profile, size of the economy, major economic indicators, and so on; a trade profile, the major trading indicators that can influence your decision to include or exclude the country from your considerations; a commercial profile. You'll see an example of Germany's commercial profile on the next slide. You will also see for each country whether there are relevant UK resources covering help for exporters. Once you have refined your target country list, the next task is to find potential buyers and distributors in those markets. So, you now have to find foreign buyers or partners. Some of these resources we indicate in the next few slides are available free of charge. I would suggest that you use these first. To get a flavor of what is available, use these. Then, when you are clearer in your own mind which countries are of greatest interest, only then perhaps you should consider the commercial services available. First of all, see if there are any organizations located in the countries of interest that could help you with introductions to suitable companies or organizations. Here we show the commercial contacts profile for Germany. This lists various resources which could help you. As I mentioned above, the resource shown covers all countries, not just Germany. Okay, I've reviewed organizations that could help you with introductions. Now let's get down to drawing up a target list of names. As I mentioned above, the ITC's trade map can provide lists of importers and exporters of specific goods and services. However, these details are only provided if the national agency has provided them. When they do, it is often simply a name and a brief address. No contact details are provided. Nonetheless, there are a number of online resources which can help you draw up a list of potential targets, including their contact details. If you already have the name and are just looking for the contact details of a few companies, then by all means use the Compass free web search facility. However, to draw up significant lists of potential targets, it is likely that you will need the commercial services of Global Trade Help Desk or Compass Easy Business. With these services, you can search for companies with specific details, such as not just being buyers of particular goods or services, but also by size of company. They will provide contact details. However, please note that for many countries they may give the name of relevant personnel in a company. They do not provide direct email or telephone numbers, only generic emails and switchboard numbers. In these cases, review the company's website and decide on how you will position your company and its products and services. Do not send an email to the generic address. Make the telephone call, introduce yourself and your company, get the individual email address, and send the email directly to the person concerned. Anything less than this is very likely to result in an ignored email, and so a waste of your time. Right, so you have your short list of countries and target companies. What next? You have a number of options to reach a particular market. You can try direct contact by telephone, as described at the end of the previous slide. You should certainly use social media, especially LinkedIn, to promote your organization. See if there are any international trade groups that you can join which suit your company's activities. Trade missions and industry fairs, both physical and virtual, should be at least considered. These can be bilateral or industry specific. However, they do require a lot of planning, and physical events in particular can be expensive. However, if the target audience is likely to be rich in potential, then these can be well worth the investment. It can also be that it is more convenient, focused, and cost-effective to conduct your own marketing visit to a country. This way, you can see potential buyers and partners in their home setting, giving you a much better view of business potential. Of course, this also requires careful planning and investment. A final consideration here is whether it makes sense to find an established distributor for your goods and services. This has a number of advantages. You have just one partner to consider. They know their local market far better than you do, and can therefore advise you how best to position your offerings, especially when considering local competition. They understand all the relevant language and cultural issues that have to be taken into account when positioning your offerings. It may also be that you need to offer local service support, which they can offer. His is often better than setting up your own local service operation. Well, we've almost come to the end of this presentation. It just leaves me to give you a quick summary of the points we have covered. The starting point is to choose which countries you think offer the best potential for your company. This choice will be made according to a number of factors. For example, trading statistics, economic profile of the country where it is located, barriers to trade, and your own personal preferences. There are tools and information resources which allow you to refine your shortlist, which take into account actual trade flows and potential market openings for your goods and services. Whether there are any trade embargoes or significant tariff and/or non-tariff barriers. Your own requirements, if any, relating to size of market, language, and distance. You should consider then the market positioning of your goods and services, and this may be different in different markets. Are you looking for direct sales, or are you looking to find a distributor or local partner? Once you have chosen your target markets, there are a number of resources, many of which are free of charge, which allow you to draw up target lists of potential buyers and partners. However, if you need more than a few targets or you have very specific requirements, it is likely that you will have to make a small investment to access commercial business directories like Compass. The final decisions then relate to choosing your channels to market. These will depend very much on your willingness to invest time and money in opening up your international potential. Please consider this carefully. Do not think that a cold email campaign will produce results. It won't. Just consider how many spam emails you get each day offering business opportunities and what you do with those emails if they get past your spam filters. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope that you have found this presentation of practical help. The two main sites that I have used in this presentation are the exportersalmanac.co.uk and expouk.cloud. These can be accessed free of charge. You don't even need to register. They also provide links to the other resources that I have mentioned. I hope you find them useful and that they can help you realize and expand your international potential.